What's up guys, Spin Firearms here, and we have a great video coming for you, so just hold on. Whenever I make a long form video, 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes, everyone goes, oh, it only took 2 minutes to learn something. When I make a short form video, everyone's like, oh, when are you going to start making long form videos? So, I do things the way I want to do things over here. If you like them, then great. Drop a comment down below. If you don't like it, also drop a comment down below. It all helps the algorithms, help me build, help me grow as a channel, help me get better. Don't put me down, help me get better. But today we're going to be doing a list of my top favorite Micro 9s. I'm not talking about a Glock 43X because that is not a Micro 9 in any way, shape, or form. We're going to be talking about strictly double stack Micro 9s, stack and a half, SIG P365 basically formed firearms, right? And to start off, number one, we are going to go in order of my favorite. We are going to be talking about the, oh wait, what's that doing there? That is the OG, so I do got to show its respect, but that is not on my top 5 list. Sorry guys, I don't know how that ended up there. The Springfield Armory Hellcat. Things I like about it: one, super ergonomic with the 15 round grip. It feels, 15 round mag. It feels really good in the hand. But at the same time, you can get rid of that, throw the 11 round mag in, and have a nice little pocket pistol. The finish is unbelievable on it. I have 3 of them, over 10,000 rounds combined between the 3 of them. They all run flawlessly. Has a rail, memory pads, an awesome defensive trigger. Comes with night sights right out of the box. You can get it optics ready, you can get it not optics ready. Doesn't really matter. It's such a tiny firearm. Optics don't really make sense on it, even though I have an optic on it. I don't really care for it that much, to be honest. All the controls run really well. Yes, it may be a little snappier than some of the other Micro 9s, but trust me, when it comes to reliability, this right here is top notch. Number 2 is going to be pretty new, but I at least got about 150 rounds through it. The FN Reflex. This thing, as you can tell, looks like a Hellcat. Honestly, it looks just like a Hellcat. It sits low in the hand. Very ergonomic. This is the 15 round mag as well. It comes with also an 11 round flush mag or with a little pinky extension. Great texturing on it, but I probably will put some grips on it. Does not have the memory pads, but it does have a rail, so that's a bonus. Great finish on that slide. Check that out. But we still got to test the finish. Really good shooter, much less recoil than the Springfield Armory Hellcat. I do like the sights better. They aren't tritium rears, but that is a tritium front with an orange outline and white outline. At least they're metal sights, unlike Glocks. Super thin, but the best part about this firearm by far is that trigger. It is a great defensive trigger. It's lighter than the Hellcats, shorter than the Hellcats, but that reset is longer than your average Micro 9, but that's fine with me. In a self-defense encounter, and you have adrenaline pumping through you and things are crazy and you're seeing just black, that's an okay thing. Trust me, guys. So the FN Reflex is number 2 right now, and that says a lot because I love a lot of these other Micro 9s, but this FN is just, they say it's late to the game. I say better late than never, right? Next up was number 2, but got pushed down to number 3. But still, undeniably the best value for a Micro 9. You can get them for like $375. The Shield Plus. You can also get them with the safety. The reason I got it with the safety, it was $50 less. I never even touch it. It never moves. It just sits there. It's very stiff, so it's perfect. Texturing is awesome. You do not need any grip for these. Fits your hand like a glove. The trigger is the perfect self-defense trigger in my opinion. For a Micro 9 or any carry firearm, it's just smooth. It fits the finger really well. You can still get a gloved finger in there. Does not come with a rail. I added my own little memory pad because I do like memory pads. I do think they have a role. Comes with metal 3-dot sights, but value-wise, you cannot beat the Shield Plus right out of the box. It has the least recoil out of the ones I've already mentioned. Not out of all the Micro 9s, but out of the ones we've already mentioned. But also is a little bit bigger. If you look at the overall footprint, it is going to be wider in the grip, taller in the slide, stuff like that. But that's, not the biggest deal because it's also thinner than the rest. So it's all about how you print. People always say to me, oh, why can't you conceal a Glock 19 or a Glock 19 clone or whatever? And I say it's just the way it sits on my body. I need something with a shorter grip. The thickness doesn't matter to me. It's about the length of the grip. Where some people, they say, oh, I can't conceal a Glock 26 even though it's so short, right? Because it's so thick. So it's all depending on you. You can't listen to somebody talk about them because that's not going to work out for you. People said, oh, just switch holster options. I'm like, guys, I have a bucket of probably 150 holsters I'll never touch again just because they don't work with my body. It is what it is. So that is number 3. Absolutely love my Shield Plus. Number 3 is not a bad ranking because this, I would take this with me any day out my front door and trust my life with it. So any of these top 3 so far, you can't beat. And it's been technically more reliable, or it's lasted, not more reliable, but it's outlasted the reflex because it has way more rounds through it. So, you know, it is what it is. I just really like the reflex so far. Number 4, super underrated firearm, Smith & Wesson CSX. Ergonomics on point. If you have hand issues like I do or had surgeries before, you will love this. It feels like a glove. They give you multiple back straps that have great texturing. It's just so ergonomic. Sits so high in the hand. That slide goes right over your hand, really helping the recoil. This has the least recoil out of all Micro 9s, and I don't think it is the heaviest. So you could look into that, double check my facts, but it does have the least recoil out of every Micro 9. Has an amazing finish on it. Nothing's going to happen to that finish. It's the smoothest shooting. It has a great trigger on it. You just got to learn the trigger. It is hammer fired. But another great thing is left-handed shooters can use this firearm with ease. They don't have to learn how to handle a firearm in a different way, a way that's less productive or, you know, less fast. They can actually use this the way it's meant to be used, which is a great thing. And a lot of gun tubers left that out of the reviews. So shout out to the CSX. Super underrated. It's still going to sit on my list. Last but not least, number 5. I'm sick of my P365s that keep showing up. We got to go with the Hellcat in stainless steel. I know it's the same thing as this Hellcat, but this thing is just beautiful. This is my nighttime carry piece. If I'm going on a walk, walking the dog, going to the mailbox, taking the kids to the park real quick, you know, as the sun's going down, whatever the case may be, I'm bringing a light with me, right? Normally I don't carry with a light. But this setup is specifically designed for that. Got a holster for it and everything. 15+1, or in this case, I believe this is the 13+1 setup, of 9mm with some good defensive ammo, a light. You're going to make it home with your kids. You're going to make it home to your family. You're going to make it home safe. And that's the thing. When it comes down to it, there is no right or wrong answer. I just like to give my SIGs crap, but I get that these are the originators. These are the people who started it. These are the people who really brought all these firearms into fruition. So you got to say shout out to the P365. I love shooting my P365s. I have 3 of them, right? I just don't trust them. I just don't carry them. They're just not what gets me excited. And that doesn't mean that they don't get you excited. There's a reason why I've put stuff onto this, because I like this firearm. It feels good in the hand. Women like to shoot it. My mom likes to shoot it, stuff like that. So shout out to the P365. Shout out to SIG. Undeniably, great firearms. Just for me, when it comes to my list, my specific list, my hand size, my body, all that, it's going to be these. So it is what it is. Shout out to all these firearms. They're all great. They're all something you can trust your life with and have been relatively, you know, problem-free other than the P365. But we won't even get started in that because the video will end up being another 10 minutes. But these are all great options. I'm really loving the reflex, guys. I'm really loving the reflex. But the Hellcat is always going to have a special place and just feels really good in the hand. And I just know it's going to go bang. There is no... See, you can take cosmetics, the look of something. You know, something looks so sweet. Or, you know, you could say, oh, the hype. Where's my mechanic's upstairs. The hype. And, you know, you can say all this stuff. But nothing to me makes me feel better about carrying a firearm other than knowing it's going to go off. And so for me, that's always going to be why number 1 is number 1, and so on. Would love to get to about 500 to 750 rounds with the reflex, because that's when my mechanics started having problems. Get to that point, start carrying it, but I can tell this thing's going to be a gem. Anyways, guys, I appreciate it. Thanks for watching.